taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading him out, the former Stanford man. At quarterback, it's Davis Mills.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Mills throw taken in there by Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
And the hitch route is run really well. That jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space. All you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Mills. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A first down throw for Mills. This is caught. It's Hardy. Touchdown, Houston. Deontay Hardy. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
Now ETN to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
27 yards there, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Desmond King making the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The Jaguars had 7-4 on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
On 3rd down, Newman. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. That almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. Interesting decision here. Opening drive, Charles. 4th and short. You're in field goal range. We'll see what they do.
I just shake a fist at my offense and say, go get it, guys, because if you can't pick up 4th and short here, we're probably in trouble the rest of the game. Show some confidence. Show some aggressiveness. Go pick it up.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. I love plays like that. A defensive lineman holding the football. It's like a kid who stole a cookie from the cookie jar, and then he's just fleeing the scene of the crime.
And all he's doing in his mind, reliving his days when he was young, probably played fullback on his high school team, always wanted to be the tailback carrying the ball, trying his best to lug that bad boy the distance.
Pretty impressive pick there off the screen, and then a nice return.
You know, nowadays, they do more ball drills with the big guys than ever before because they want to take possessions away from the offense.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mills. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
From the 29, Mills setting up the screen, Harris. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd and 6. Mills fighting through pressure. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Touchdown, Texans! From 4 yards out. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep. On second down, a run with Etienne. Room here to run. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. His throw incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Newman. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. 4th down, here's Newman. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this Texans defense stands tall. So here are the Texans to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on first. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. A'Shawn Robinson there on the stop.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Play action. Now Newman. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
But I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Newman. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk, 27 yards. And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score. His first career touchdown pass, and yeah, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, Make sure I get that football, okay?
Extra point forthcoming. And that one makes it 14-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Offense returns to the field. There's the running back, the bruiser from Alabama, Damian Harris. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
On play action, Mills. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And they go play action now. Newman. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
One more time with Etienne. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Houston set to take over. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
Here's Mills. And he's got the hook up to Landry. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mills. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Mills on 1st down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Mills now. Throw left side complete. That's Hardy. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Damian Harris, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
Taken in at the 3.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Play action. Newman.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On the move past the 40.
The big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's
halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 3rd and 3.
Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
They go play action with Newman.
Finds his tight end Ingram.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Checks this one down to Robinson.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And he is going to have the Jaguars first down, so quite a call there. They go on 4th and inches and wind up getting 5 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll take this down to the 33.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, here's Newman.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Dewan Smoot getting in there, recording the sack.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Now Newman.
Being chased out left. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Going for it, here's Etienne.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the first down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the first down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
On 1st down, Newman.
And a dump off here to Robinson.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Now it's Newman.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
On 3rd down, Robinson.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
James Robinson.
An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mills. That pass is caught by Hardy.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. They run again with Harris. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's taken down inside the 30. That good for 19 and a first down. They'll try the right side with Harris.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Mills to throw it.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Trayvon Walker.
He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And his kick is indeed good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
So he waited on the sideline for, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
They begin the drive with Robinson, and he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's Robinson again on second down, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A give, it's Etienne off the option. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Now they'll throw it with Newman. Out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And some space here. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here is Mills and the Texans. Down 28-24, just over 2 minutes to go. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. First down, Mills. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Mills back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. Now Mills. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Here's Mills. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Mills looking to throw it. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Back to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final second.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review. So they had it right.
Extra point right down the middle. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3.
Oh, good return up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel. Totally.
Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One last shot for Newman. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
Desmond King picks it.
And the Texans are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.